Hey everybody in Podland. For this next episode, we've got a very special guest as well as a very special drinking game. So if you're going to be either Team Matt, Team Adam, or Team Devin. And when our guest says these following words, so for Team Matt, if he says the word Ben or Benjamin, you drink. If you're Team Adam and he says the word Roxborough in any form, you drink. If you're Team Devin and he says the word anything a reference to being Catholic, Catholicism, or Jesus, then you drink. So enjoy this special episode and be prepared to be Mitchelled. Recorded live from a not-so-secret suite-level studio.
I'm the capo. He's the prez.
And this is Sons of Ben,
The
pod. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sons of Ben, the pod. This is episode, and this can only be one man. You can't even argue this. This is episode Clyde Simmons. Devin, Clyde Simmons played football for your Philadelphia Eagles.
Look, you have to tell me. I don't know who the hell Clyde Simmons is. Like, what year was this?
We're going to say 80s.
I was going to say, I assumed the World War was just finishing up.
He played along with Reggie and the boys. Don't worry.
I'm going to actively Google while we sit here
Google.
other 96s because I cannot believe that this is the only 96 in Philadelphia sports athleticism.
It is, trust me. Oh.
Dude, is there like someone who did NASCAR for this city or something?
No,
nothing?
there was not. But let's get into, guess what? This is a very special episode.
Okay.
Where we caved. We caved to pressure, Adam. We caved to social media pressure, which we vowed we never would do this.
You caved.
You were high one night and said we should do this.
First off, I'm only saying that I'm here under protest.
Yeah. So our guest, he goes by many names. Father, troll, friend, troll, man of God, troll, husband, troll, coach, social media savant, super fan, Fang's bestie, and he is the current mayor of Posidelphia. Ladies and gentlemen, the father of Ben, Jeffrey Mitchell.
Welcome to episode Matt Freeze of Father of Ben, the pod. And I can't believe you got Fang here.
Yeah, we got Fang here.
The whole crew. I'm waving Fang. I don't think that's going to come through on a podcast, but I appreciate that you're here, and you're my lightning buddy for life, Fang.
Yeah, and Tim McDermott's here with ready to cut the power on this thing as soon as this goes sideways.
I thought that was Sean McDermott.
Yeah,
I was excited.
He's already cut the power.
I'm not so excited.
Derek Barnett was 96.
Ooh. Yeah, but was he 96 in
Derek
1996?
Did you want to keep Derek Barnett on this team? No. He's not Clyde
if
Simmons.
I'm going to do that over Clyde Simmons,
go Google Clyde Simmons. And
I'm about to.
Yeah.
But think, 96 is like 69.
I got to watch all of his highlights in 480p.
Don't take the thunder and the lightning away from our guest, okay?
Yeah.
Now, Devin, so we've got some special guests that we're just going to say thank you for your bravery for coming out. You're not alone. And we all, throughout this time as being members of the Sons of Ben and Union fans, have been Mitchelled. Why don't you start with, what do you want to say? The lovely bride? Let's start with the lovely bride. Play that beautiful bean footage.
We are live, Devin, from the tailgate, and we've pulled over a VIP over here. Can you state your name, please?
Sure, it's Rachel Mitchell, Mitchell.
Now, what was your maiden name?
Becchione.
You kind of want to go back to that sometimes, don't you?
Well, I never got rid of it. I hyphenate. I'm one of those terrible hyphenated people. So, because I knew I couldn't go full Mitchell.
Now, I have
Nobody
a question.
can go full Mitchell.
Have you ever been Mitchelled?
Multiple times. Am I allowed to curse?
Oh, you're allowed to curse.
Multiple fucking times I've been Mitchelled. In fact, this morning I was Mitchelled.
You're not alone. Thank you for your bravery.
You're welcome.
That's my wife, y'all.
Yeah, so we're going to have some special guests throughout the time. And again, thank you for your bravery for coming out.
Is Mitchell the new John? Because I had 5 different thoughts about what she was referring to.
It's,
we're could have made a terrible breakfast.
We are going to
Bro,
get
you
into
can't
that.
have a
Don't
kid
worry.
without being Mitchell.
Honestly, if she just came over, like, here's my greatest Mitchell of them all. Hello, Benjamin.
Oh, we got questions about Nat Mitchelling too. Don't worry, we've got a lot. But let's do some housekeeping.
the
So,
Immaculate Conception.
guys, Beer the Pod, Yards, 2SP, Flying Fish, Heineken, Spellbound, and Mitchell actually brought his own beer.
I do have my own beer of the pod. It is a New Ridge Keller Pils. And true to my word, I'm going to bring New Ridge beer for everybody at Saturday's tailgate. So sign up and make Devin's life a living hell. Let's get this tailgate over 500 people, y'all.
Whoa.
And other guests. Hey, and other guests. I'm looking at you, Jim Curtin and Danny Higginbottom. Bring your own damn beer next time.
I'm
Bring
going
your
to
own
show
damn beer.
up at 5 minutes prior to kickoff. I'm just gonna let Devin just be out there in the wind. I want to just see
that'll be
this
rough.
war veteran at the end of the day.
11 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock p.m.
Oh
He'll be
You
my
have to be
shot.
out here rolling me over to the game. I won't even be able to.
Devin's like, there's a game? There's a game?
I want him to look shell-shocked by the time he walks in the soup.
Hey, do you ever see, like, here's like real quick, do you ever see Devin during a game for like the first half? Because it's
No.
just a person who just literally has just walked through a minefield. And he's
The
just
fog
like,
of war is upon
wait,
him.
I'm supposed to enjoy myself,
Listen,
right?
as,
Like,
as someone that used to do tailgates in a past life,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw the first 10 minutes
No,
of games.
I-
Because you're cleaning up, you're hiding a little bit.
yeah.
You're
That-
looking
the
for
second
any
word.
drugs in the parking lot you can do.
Drugs. That's a welcome distraction
I
from
mean,
the other
yeah,
things
that's-
we
yeah.
found in the parking lot.
No.
We are going to find you, Condom Bandit. I swear.
Oh, God, yeah. I cannot wait till we get into the Condom Bandit of the SOB lot.
And
caper.
and what a great segue. So if you want to be part of this, renew. You can have sex in the parking lot too.
That's right.
All you have to renew.
$35 for
least
new
keep
members,
it in the
30 for
car.
returning.
I'm so happy my parents.
Membership
has.
has its privileges.
Why did you just sound like an Ashley Madison ad when you did that?
I'm trying to sell some merch.
Sell the sexy
Yes.
merch.
Honestly, I would assume the way that we get the most the most things sold from merch wise is Jeffrey Mitchell ASMR. That's
right.
how we're gonna do it.
Without a
Good
doubt.
idea.
Now, speaking of, since he is like the mayor of Posidelphia and he is a religious man, we need thoughts and prayers because they pushed that WWW Philadelphia 2026 to, did you see this shit?
Yeah, I did.
June.
June.
Yeah.
And I was wrong. DC and Baltimore are trying to combine their bids now, which
Oh!
shouldn't even be happening. Shouldn't be happening. So I'm
Look.
worried about them and Bob Kraft, but
Well, so wait, so
We got to
if they-
distract
all
him.
right, So
Find a strip mall.
it's FIFA, dude. They do what they want.
Emmett, like I can't argue Baltimore's a much better idea
Than DC?
Than DC, like by a country mile.
No, but people internationally, you want to visit DC, not Baltimore. The only thing you
Yeah,
know Baltimore
okay.
from is The Wire
no, true. But here's the thing: you remember the
or
orig-
Ray Lewis. Either way, you
no,
die.
No, you remember the original World Cup? It was in like San Jose. It was in like Berkeley. It was in like
Orlando.
Orlando. So what I'm saying is like. Yes, you want to go to DC, but low-key DC's kind of boring as hell. Like, it's got a handful of monuments, but it got really no soul, no real culture as a city outside
It was
the real
pretty
chocolate
exciting on January 6th, bro. I don't
I
know if
mean,
you heard.
occasionally it pops off. But for the most part, like Baltimore, like the Baltimore near the stadium is cool. Fells Point's cool. South
That's it.
Baltimore's cool.
Yeah.
So like for World Cup purposes, it has its ability. It has enough hotels nearby. It has a couple of it has about 2.5 airports of merit nearby, including BWI. So
That's
you
for
know.
people to get the fuck
Listen,
out of Baltimore.
they got the
doable.
Amtrak. That's about it.
It's
That's
doable.
the-
All I'm
yeah.
saying,
Thumbs
it's
up,
much
Amtrak.
better- It's much better than Landover.
Well, yeah.
I mean, like we're
Well, that's the
grading on
thing.
the curve.
They're gonna want all the activities in DC on the mall, all that kind of stuff, and then play the games in Raven Stadium. That's what they're gonna want to do.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
But
And
we're
it's-
not here to push them. We're here
Yeah.
to push beautiful Lincoln Financial
Look.
Field, University of Pennsylvania's practice fields, the Ritz-Carlton, and Adams apartment where you can stay for Airbnb, low
Honestly,
price.
Can we
only
roll
if-
the footage of FedEx Field falling apart? For the
sewage
for the
sewage
FIFA?
pipes bursting.
I'm only allowing the Italian team, and that's only because I now believe they can qualify in the expanded field that's coming to the 2026.
You
World
are
Cup.
you're the assistant mayor of Posidelphia.
Look, and I'm very positive that my girlfriend's very upset. Sorry, fiance is very upset that 2 consecutive years the Italians are out of the World Cup.
Yeah. Now, speaking of someone in the World Cup, I just want to shout out Mbaizo in Cameroon.
There was a joke that I was going to use there that probably only Matt would have gotten, so I'm going to leave it alone anyway. But congratulations to the African nation. I believe the most consistent participant in the World Cup of any African nation ever.
That or the
Nigeria.
laser pointer.
Might be a laser pointer.
Yeah, the laser pointer was huge.
The laser pointer is undefeated, but hey, you know.
The only way to stop Mo Salah is to put him in his country's jersey.
Oh my God! Honestly, that's the way you usually used to stop Messi too. But hey, he turned over a new leaf.
Now, Devin, do you want to? Should we have another guest on before we get to your favorite segment?
Yeah, let's do it.
Another.
All right. Who would you like to
surprise
hear
guest.
from? Do you want to just randomly pick one?
Yeah, let me just pick one.
All right, do you want to tell us who? No, they're going to introduce themselves. Don't worry about
My
it.
name is Greg Imming. I've been with the Union for 13 seasons. I was first Mitchelled back in 2010 and every year since.
You're not alone. Thank you for your bravery. Such a brave man to come
Man.
forward, man. He had hair in 2010.
He did at
And
one
then
time.
Mitchell got him on social media.
And now I'm going to repay the favor by getting a Greg Imming haircut this Saturday at the Sons of Ben tailgate that we're trying to get over 600 people to show
Whoa,
up.
whoa, 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 whoa,
600
wait, hold on.
people.
I'm-
And
I'm
over
600
$5,000.
Fang, I see you shaking your head. Yes,
Yeah.
we can do 600.
Fang's
I
gonna
know
hatch
it.
extra
He's gonna
eggs.
invite Franklin. Swoop's gonna be there. No.
Oh, Fang, what's that? It is Kids Day, and the kids all want to go to the Sons of Ben tailgate.
All the hot dogs they can eat.
We're gonna have a
Devin's
lot
gonna
of
flip
root
the hot
beer.
dogs.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, it's going to be great.
I love
Oh,
it.
by the way, can you publicly apologize to Fang?
Why?
Because this is
right
a
here.
couple episodes ago,
Yes.
you said Franklin's the best mascot because he's the only one that does a split.
Yeah.
And then Fang did a split on social media the very next day.
Yes.
And he continues to do it.
I want to say I apologize to you, Fang.
Look him in the eyes when you apologize.
I apologize to you, sir. Also, you're welcome because I'm a motivating factor here. I'm an influencer. If you people do it, when Adam Booth says something, the people must respond. So I don't know how else you take this.
Can you tell
as-
Fang to jump and he'll say how high?
He literally did. I don't know
he
what to tell
can't-
you.
he
I said
can't
you
say
couldn't
it.
do a
Yeah,
split.
but he will
he
point
did
it.
a split. Well, proof is in the pudding.
He's
people.
doing one right now.
That's what I'm saying. Get
amazing.
low, young man. Get low.
Speaking of getting low, Devin, Discord, how low is that?
It's great. It's not low. Come on now. The Discord's fantastic. I
That's
don't
not
know
what your
who
face
would
says.
think.
Yeah,
Audio medium. Audio medium.
That face of horror that you just gave us.
I don't know what scares
Man.
Devin more, the Discord or 600 people at a tailgate.
Yeah, I don't even want to think
You
about
mean the
that.
700 people at
Yeah,
the tailgate on Saturday? What do you mean?
Just keeps increasing by 100 every
He's going to be like Jesus with the loaves and fishes, providing Dietz and
Oh,
Watson and original Philly cheesesteak.
No, I will say it was pretty low. Somebody did get the prediction right for the 2-1 loss.
who's a
in
negative
Toronto.
Nelly on that
I don't
one,
know.
man?
All I got is JC Burner. So whoever that
Someone-
is.
Jim Curtin's
yeah.
burner.
Someone
Jim
needs
Curtin's
to
burner.
get
Jim
Mitchell.
Curtin already predicted they were going to lose. Good job, Jim.
So it's all their fault.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to be gently humbled. Do we even have to talk about the game? We don't have to talk about the game.
We'll get into it, but let's just get into the good stuff. Travel. Travel in 2022, Nashville, May 1st. But Adam will be running Broad Street. And I'll
Yes,
be there
because I
cheering
like
you
to be
on.
athletic.
Yeah. LA, May 7th, and Portland, May 22nd. So if you haven't, book your trips because they going quick. All right.
Can we give kudos to Blankenmeyer for how amazing he's
Oh, my
done?
God.
We can.
No,
With these
because I don't
trips?
need people on the board getting all like,
I
big-headed
need them.
like Devin.
I,
Devin's all like, well, I should get paid for this shit.
Devin
Like,
was
learn your role, buddy.
He
No.
was born like that, and
Yeah.
his poor mother had to push that through. But Blankenmeyer, we will just say, well done. And what is it, Philly Sports Trips? I don't want to.
PhillySportsTrips.com.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They're
No.
doing a great job, and I'm ready. I'm not going, but my godson's going down to spoil the home opener for Nashville.
Before we move on here, I'm just curious, Jeff. Are you able to have like a normal conversation without plugging anything? Is that just an innate trait in you?
I'm not. I think you can see.
Why are you mad that he's better than Matt?
Yeah, good
Like, why?
God.
I'm actually excited to be someone who's polished.
I'm
who's
the-
good. Like,
I like really bad guests that don't have
no,
an
this
agenda.
is like, look at this. Look at those.
It's human
smooth as
NASCAR.
F. You
Human
guys do
NASCAR.
nothing. This is the least produced pod
Listen, I'm
you've
just
ever
mad.
done.
I'm mad. We're gonna have 700
It's
people
true.
at the tailgate.
Most
Okay.
thing you've ever done. The most you've done this pod is hit a button on a cell phone.
Tell him to push
Jeffrey's
buttons.
crushing it.
Jesus.
I've made mixtapes with higher audio
Like, what are
production.
we
than this
doing
pod.
right
Adam, I'm telling you, it was your idea to give him
Yes.
a mic.
I
said,
don't know
the
why.
producers shouldn't have mics.
Every
Yeah.
single time. No, because I go on my podcast. I'm like, the producers are funny. They're nice. They got insight. And
Not
Devin
this guy.
happens.
Not
This one's
guy.
like, no,
Not
shouldn't
this
do
guy.
that. That sucks.
Look,
Yeah.
all I'm
Man.
say, I talked to this with Adam Can the other day, and I was just like,
Did
wow.
he just, wait, did he just drop a name?
Name dropping. Yeah.
The Adam Can.
I was sitting in Wayne, PA, drinking a beverage.
Is he the one that gets you on the poster, Adam Khan?
Adam Khan. And I was like, hey, so Devin's an idiot. And the reason why Devin's an idiot is why is he doing this with his life? Like, Devin had such a nice existence prior to getting involved in any of this. I'm like, I imagine Devin watching Union games.
Yeah.
Like, actually going to games, watching them, him and Jess having a nice time, Willow running around. And now he's like
That's why.
doing manual bleeping labor.
Now
and,
he's like, I have
just
800 people to
leaving.
feed at the next Union tailgate.
I've got 852 people that need burgers.
Honestly, when Jess is going to be like, so you just wanted to leave me, right? Like, you just need to get out of the house. That's because this is stupid. You're doing this for free. Like, why are you doing this?
Willow likes it just as much as me, so it's okay.
There you go.
That's how they get her to sleep.
now, speaking of this tailgate, so Saturday the 23rd, 3 p.m., we got Club de Foot, which is probably one of the worst names in history of. I'd rather be the fire or than Club de Foot, but
I mean,
They both
yeah.
sound like sexually transmitted disease.
One for sure is
The fire.
the fire. Yeah.
fire. So, Jeff, you can tell us. Jeff's going to be shaving his head for St. Baldrick's in the lot.
I am.
Now, here's the
Yes.
shout out, Rich Ransom. If you want to be on this pod, maybe do something like cutting your stuff. Then you can be on the pod. Like
Rich
cut some
does
things
not
off.
have enough
I don't think he
hair
has-
Doesn't have to be hair.
to
He
merit.
can cut things, cut an arm off like Darth Vader. It'd be cool. Like
Maybe he can get cut like Adam.
No,
don't do that, Rich. I'm kidding.
No, the man with the Star Wars tattoo will not
do
let
not circumcise.
When? At what point was he cut his own damn arm
Rich
off?
Ransom, do not circumcise yourself for charity. It will not get you on this
Darth
pod.
Vader's arm was cut off by Obi-Wan on Mustafar. Okay, that's it.
All right, that's enough of that. All right, so
I'm just saying, man. Don't.
That's big
Now,
empire
we're
propaganda
gonna-
right there.
I know.
Big empire corporations always trying to.
That's funny.
He's an empire shill over here.
You love the Emperor, don't you?
This Palpatine, probably fucking apologist.
So we're gonna get Jeff in to talk about St. Baldrick's, and then I just want to say right now, do you hate childhood cancer the way Daniel Gazdag hates childhood cancer?
Oh, I do. And my man, Daniel Gazdag, has stepped up huge. We are going to have 2 autographed Daniel Gazdag jerseys, one from Hungary, and we have the Lightning kit, both signed. And this man was personally touched by childhood cancer, and he said, Jeff, how can I help? And I said, get me on that pod. And he did, brother. But no, St. Baldrick's is a huge thing. I've been doing it with the Sons of Ben for... pandemic screws up the years, but this is my 8th shave. I think my 9th year or 10th year, however that works with the pandemic.
How long has it been since you got a haircut?
It's been 2 years at least. 2. It's the longest it's ever been. And the drapes match the carpet. Because we are not sponsored by Manscaped. Manscaped, if you're listening, we will take
Sponsor
your
this
money.
pod.
Or Sean Brace, if you have any leftover skull shavers, we love
It
you.
has been so long since
I
I
will
felt
take that.
professional potting.
But St. Baldrick's, let me see. My friend and dearly departed brother Kenny Hansen was so vain about his hair. They approached the Sons of Ben. We need somebody to shave their head. And he said, I will make Mitchell do it. The brave man that he is. And I did it. And
Mitchell got Mitchell.
I got Mitchell for the first time. And through the shaves, 8 shaves, Team Sons of Ben has raised over $40,000. And not only that, we've made relationships with Cameron McCarthy, who was with John McCarthy, no relation, but and our
Pride
poor,
of Aston, PA.
poor departed brother Dominic Lipples, who died from cancer. So it's we joke, but this is a super serious thing. I think every 2 minutes or 4 minutes, a child is diagnosed with cancer, and they don't put as much funding in the childhood cancer as they do to adult cancer. And believe it or not, they're different. So it's super important that we help fund the research that's going to find the cure for these kids. Because it's crazy. We're all Philly. We like to have fun. These kids deserve to grow up and have fun. And we can do that by having fun at this tailgate with 900 people.
All to watch you and maybe Big Bob
Yep.
get the head shaved
Big Rob
in the lot.
Migliaccio is going to be there. That's probably mispronounced. We'll have Adam look up the Italian pronunciation.
We usually do this.
No, you will
We
not.
usually do this indoors, so this will be the first wind ate it.
That's true.
So this
no
is gonna
cleanup
be,
required. It's going right into the river.
Audio is going to be so good.
And
Oh,
guess
there's
what?
gonna
If
be
you show up,
screaming.
if anyone wants locks of Mitchell hair for their voodoo dolls, for their collection, I'm looking at you, Billy. Union Lucky Baby. You need that
That's
Philly
Tim
hair.
McDermott trying to break down the door.
Tim McDermott is going to use this for a wig or a
Right down
merkin.
the door. Those are the jaws of
Wig,
life, my guy.
merkin, whatever he's going to use it for. I'm not going to ask.
A wig?
Or a merkin.
Damn.
Look up the history on that one.
Look up merkin.
Yeah.
My wife, I told my
Look up-
wife
Don't do it at work.
and my
Right,
wife
honestly.
looked it up at work before she was a teacher, thankfully,
Oh, okay.
and found out what hashtag merkin was.
Oh, my.
Don't do this at work.
We can
Trust
make
me,
them
people.
for all of you.
This is
have enough.
NSFW? Is
But
that
no,
how the
yeah.
kids do it?
Please
Yeah.
donate and just come out to the tailgate. I'll tell you all these things about childhood cancer research and all the amazing work they're doing. St. Baldrick's, you can look them up on the internet, but I think 85 cents or 90 cents of every dollar goes to actual research, which is amazing. Always do your research on these charities. It's important. Very little overhead. All of it goes to research. And like I said, I'm going to keep doing this as long as I have hair, and I'm going to keep doing it until we find the cure for childhood cancer.
And we will have, like we said, the Gazag jerseys we're going to do raffles for. So it's not going to be like the highest bidder.
It's
Everyone
not.
gets a
We
chance
want to get
for it.
everybody in.
Yeah. So and
And
Devin,
everybody can donate by going online, right? And-
Yes,
and-
find me on social media, Twitter at Father of Ben. I will post the link out.
do that at your own risk, people.
Or, like I said, I'm sure we'll have a bucket out at the tailgate. So all 1,000 people, if you donate $1, we will have $1,000 at the tailgate.
yeah, bring your dollars. Don't
Yes,
spend them
right.
at the Rick's Cabaret.
What do you mean?
Just,
$2,000, obviously.
True.
all right, let's
What?
get to know Jeff a little bit because I've had the pleasure of knowing Jeff for way too many years.
Pause. Do you think anyone listening to this podcast has no idea who this person is?
There's got to be
people-
one.
yeah,
Tweet
we
us
got it.
if
Yeah.
you have never heard of it.
I mean, we do have apparently new followers because
but maybe
of
you
him.
don't know. Maybe you don't know the story. So
You don't know Jeff?
you've been a fan since the beginning.
Not the very beginning, and people always mistake that. But I came in around 2010, beginning of the team, not beginning of the Sons of Ben. Correct.
So you first got season tickets, but you weren't in the River End.
Oh no, we were in 133, and unbeknownst to us, we were right in front of the visiting away section, and that is where I met my great dear departed brother Kenny Hansen, and we were like, we cannot let people come into the stadium and do whatever they want. We gotta raise hell. So we kind of started, it wasn't an ulterior group to the Sons of Ben. We were kind of like a subsidiary. We were on tour in 133, which is right outside the river end. We turned it into a standing section. We got crazy out there, and we had so much fun. And like I said, snowballed into Kenny becoming the president of the Sons of Ben. I was the social media director, then the vice president, and now I just get to harass you guys on Twitter, which is my favorite part. We're like Waldorf
got
and
out of-
Statler at the Muppets.
Got out of Dodge as fast as he could.
You
I
know it.
tell
That's
ya.
the smart move.
He's the reason why I never joined the board. Like the way Jeffrey,
You're welcome, people.
Like the way he conducted himself, I'm like, that doesn't seem fun. I bet, like if he doesn't want to do it, there's no way I want to be a
You
part of
told
that.
me privately it was because Sid. You
Well,
said it was because of Sid.
80% of all of my decisions are Sid-based related. If you didn't know, everything
But,
else after that.
Jeff served on the board for a really long time.
And it is amazing. Even Matt and Phil, I met at, I believe, Union Fieldhouse. They were coming to complain at our open Q&A that we had there.
Exactly. Hey, I got some thoughts.
And he got Mitchelled, and now he's the president of the Sons of Ben, which is the amazing Mitchell factor.
It's like the worst version of a Good Luck Chuck, where it's just like you run into Jeff Mitchell. And you're like, why am I volunteering for this soccer club? What
I'll
the
show
heck?
you how to do it. God damn it.
He came to complain once, and then was the director of tailgates, and now the president of the Sons of Ben.
By the way, I do like the mentorship that he's been giving Devin,
Oh,
basically. It's like, I was there as a young warthog. I will show you the ropes.
Back
of
in the
making sure
day,
hot
we used to have
dogs are sliding.
1,200 people at our tailgates, Devin.
No, but it's a perfect scenario, too, because it's basically just like, back in my day, we only had 14 people at a
That's right.
tailgate.
And
Now
we only
it's
had
like-
one cooler, and we spread that around.
And
Okay?
we made it work.
That's
And
right.
now we'll have 1,200 people there this
I
weekend.
know, exactly.
Back in the time of Clyde Simmons.
Right.
We had many people at our tailgate.
Now we're just about to have half the population of media just at the next
All right, now
tailgate, so it's all
I've got a
good.
question for Jeff, but before we get into that, should we hear from, I don't know. You wanna
Yeah,
hear
no.
from-
So you served as vice president. So let's hear from another vice president of the Sons of Ben.
That sounds good. Current vice president.
Are we gonna
Jess
to
Gussler.
reference what
Oh.
this is, or are we just gonna let the joke
Just
keep
let it-
going? Okay.
Just let it.
That's
let
good.
the
Devin,
times
we're
roll.
live at the tailgate again. We have another VIP person, another brave soul that's coming forward. Can you state your name, please?
Jess Gussler.
Have you been Mitchelled?
Yeah, I've been fucking Mitchelled numerous goddamn times.
You are not alone. Thank you for your bravery.
Thank you for coming out, Jess. You're not alone.
Here's the thing. You know what type of individual you have to be to convince Jess to do anything publicly?
To get her to
Like, to
record.
get her to do
Yeah.
any, like we've been trying to get her to do literally anything, like pod or like try to get her on television, try to be. She's like, absolutely not. But Jeffrey Mitchell, she's like, fucking right. I'm coming on.
Like, yeah, I've
That's
been
the
Mitchell.
I
Mitchell
will let
effect.
you know.
Right into the vice president's chair.
Now-
She got
now-
Mitchelled.
Yeah, she got Mitchell. Now, I got a question for you, Jeff.
Yes.
All right. Let's pretend you got to take a non-fatal bullet for one person. Who would it be out of these four? Dave House, Eric Bazillion, Brian Carroll, or Fang?
Oh my God. Fang's looking at me.
He's literally here.
So that's making it awkward, Fang.
Yes.
I know we're lightning buddies for life.
Put the knife down, Fang.
Fang.
Put the,
And let's see. I'm going to go back. Brian Carroll.
BC, are you with me?
Although I do have a replacement BC now in Brandon Craig.
Wow.
And you have a restraining order
Yes.
from one of these
And
guys.
Brian-
so
Does Brandon know yet?
And Brian Carroll had to move multiple states away.
I wonder why.
Let's see. Eric Bazillion
No correlation.
fled to Europe. Also under mysterious circumstances. Which leaves us with Dave Hawes, who is my Roxborough brother. I think that's like blood brothers. So I'm going to take that non-fatal bullet for Dave Hawes,
All
who
right.
also has a restraining order on me and went to California.
if we threw
Sweetie, he's just in Manny.
Rachel Mitchell as the fifth, would that change your answer?
No. Not at all. Not at all. No.
That's marriage, guys. That's what I'm. You know what? I'm signing up for that. I'm really
Psychic
excited.
marriage you're
Well,
getting
yeah,
into.
Devin, let's go.
This is what we got to look forward to. Here.
When I get that bullet for Hawes and Rachel gets the ricochet, I'm just going to be like, you should not have hyphenated.
The hyphen got you, not the bullet.
I hope you learn.
That little dash will get you.
That's right. No one can pronounce your name. Vecchione. No one knows who you are. We get robocalls for Rachel Vecketer, and nobody knows what that is.
Rachel. You know what? I'd ride that into
Yep.
the sunset. That'd be my
Vector.
nickname.
So,
Just
yeah.
Vector.
Dave Hawes forever.
Now,
Roxborough
now,
forever.
speaking of somebody that has known Mitchell maybe the longest, including me, do we have something from, let's just say, someone named Evan?
My name is Mark Evans, and I've been Mitchelled.
You're not alone. Thank you for your courage. He literally is like, I don't. He's so shell shocked that he's like, I've been Mitchelled. Please leave my office now.
You know that
the memories
video-
are flooding back.
You know that video that Tony Stark put out while he was in like the hostage situation in Iron Man 1? That was basically it.
it
was just
sounded like
yeah.
Princess Leia's hologram.
No, it was
my only hope.
legitimately.
Help me, Sons of Ben the Pod. You're my only hope.
First off, great for the second Star Wars reference, but I always like that moment because I'm like, she really thought she about to die. Like she was just like, look.
How do you think Evans felt?
like no, yes.
This man has known me forever.
Yeah.
Mark Evans.
No.
Mark's let Mitchell and his son into the offices multiple times.
Look, all I'm saying is if they ever put an MLS team down in Tampa so he can be with his beloved Brady, I think he might find his exit strategy.
Did you guys know that wasn't even recorded for this pod? That's just his outgoing message from his voicemail.
No,
for
legit.
this.
He's one of the last people on earth with an answering machine. And therefore, it is, after a gentle playing of hip hop goes, he
Devin,
says,
an answering machine was this machine that you hooked up to your.
Clyde Simmons had one in the 90s.
specifically a black answering machine. Devin is. We had to record some song for like a couple of seconds. It was the original ringback tone.
This is
if
how
you
we
will.
do it.
Exactly. And it's just like, I'm not here right now.
Are we allowed to
Please
talk
leave
about
your
black
name and
answering
your message.
machines? I don't know.
Only Adam is.
Yes. Look, when we get to the Polish ones, there we go with Matthews all over that one.
All right, we got another question.
They speak to you. They don't answer.
Here's the best potential moment in your soccer loving life.
Gosh.
If Ray Gaddis scores, or if Ben Mitchell signs a homegrown deal, what would be a greater moment in your life?
I've coached my son. There's more chance of Ray Gaddis scoring a goal.
Damn.
I kid. My kid loves soccer, but like me, his dad, his love of the game is far outpacing his skill at the game. But like I said, we've won championships in PPR soccer and in intercounty soccer.
For who?
It's like for
Roxborough United.
who you playing?
You know who lives there? Dave Hawes. The man I'm taping
For now.
Look.
He doesn't. He's in California, but I would take that hypothetical bullet.
No, I mean, at this point, if you don't put Jeffrey Mitchell on Roxborough's Wikipedia page at this point, like, what are we doing? Like, I don't like.
I was
there
trying.
can't
He might be on that page.
Like, there can't be.
I was
longer
thinking the
list of
crime
celebrities.
blotter.
That I am on
Yeah.
I was trying to
That's
get
that's
Adam.
a watch list.
If
sir.
anyone's listening and you're on Wikipedia, please add Adam to notable people for Wayne, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
I'm like,
yes,
I'm like
yes.
5 years.
List
away from
him
that,
as
I
the
feel.
highest
You know.
point of elevation in Wayne, Pennsylvania.
It's like Lisa Raymond. That like year and a half Larry Fitzgerald went to VFMA, and like. And it is literally General Anthony Wayne himself.
If those
Yeah.
esports teams just get off their ass, you'll be on that list.
Yo, don't get me. Yo, are
If you
excited?
can break Jay Ajayi's record
Are
of
you
wins
excited for your
for
first
EMLS?
First off, Serge will do that. Serge did that in Austin alone. Now I'm saying, Leo, are you excited for your first in-house Fusion Minute?
I am not excited. I think about the Fusion Minute when I'm trying to last longer with Vecchio and Mitchell. When I'm Mitchelling my wife, when she's getting Mitchelled,
It's your Fusion Minute!
I think about the Fusion Minute to keep going.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Or I'm sorry.
Sorry, Rachel.
Jeffrey, you're welcome. Rachel, I'm so sorry.
Hello and welcome to the Fusion Minute.
Hello and welcome.
That was for you, Todd. Shout out to our fellow podcast.
And now talking about sad things, let's just talk about that Toronto. Let's get the Band-Aid right off the scab and go. That was not the result we wanted.
That sounds like Mrs.
all right,
Mitchell
so-
also.
Yeah.
So I'm,
That's what I was expecting.
What a segue.
Rachel at like 8:45 on a Sunday night. Just
This
like,
is
oh,
not
God
what I
damn it.
expected.
Honestly, I will say this with Glee. I watched 14 seconds of this match because the Sixers are playing at the exact
That is
same
also
time.
the length of
And-
time Mrs. Mitchell is looking at.
The average Mitchelling.
about
120 characters or 14
Here's
seconds.
the thing. He starts thinking about the Fusion Minute at second 4, and then it gets in the last 10. You know? It gets him to the end game.
So you didn't get
I didn't
you
watch.
watching. I
I saw Twitter reactions. That's how I watch a lot of Union games.
That's not good.
Well,
Well, here's the thing. I can't like.
And
That's
also-
not healthy.
No, but
Well,
think
that's why I
he's
thought Kai scored and it was real, and then it wasn't real.
He's
I
a-
saw everyone be like, goal! I'm like, okay, goal! And I'm like, wait, why no goal?
he's a capo, so he's used to watching games through the reaction of others.
Others, yeah.
So easily, this team that I spend the most time with in my life is the Philadelphia Union by a country mile, and it is the team I watch the physical least of any of the teams that I
But you're
follow.
physically there the most.
I am physically there the most, and I physically watch them compete the least. Like because here's the thing, I people will not know this about me. I don't watch away games that often because I feel bad that I spend so much time here in the first place. I'm like, all right, let's go out with the girlfriend. You know, let's do the
Yeah,
activities. Let's
I
go see
feel
the
that,
family.
yeah.
So I do that, and it's like if I'm out, and because it's the only team I can't get on my phone.
Yeah.
It's like I can't even
Oh,
like
yeah.
sneak it at dinner or something where I'm like, oh, let me put the Sixers on in the background. I can do that anywhere. But because of ESPN's weird ass deal,
I'm just thinking about jokes about sneaking at a dinner right now.
look, you can do what you do, baby. You know.
I mean, and so I went to Yards, which I was constantly texting both of you clowns to see if you would come up or come down to Yards. And Adam was like, cool, nope, not going to happen.
Can we
Yeah,
shout
but
out
we
Yards?
watched, so we
It
watched,
sounded nice, but no.
we did the double dip. So we had the Sixers on, and then they had us in that garage room to watch the game and sound on, which I never get. I know we always ask these bars to put sound on. If you're at a bar, are you really
Whoa.
listening to
It
the
depends.
sound on?
I think
Is this from the
people are
pod
like-
that has had Higginbotham on
Oh, yeah,
twice?
yeah.
And you don't want to listen with the sound
No,
on?
at home it's great. At a bar, you can't hear it. I don't care how
Okay,
loud I play
I've
that
heard-
in. Like,
that's
you
my
can't-
second point. I've heard the commentary of a Union game maybe like 4 times in my life. Like a full commentary of a Union game.
He's
'Cause
heard
even if
more
I'm-
Higginbotham
No,
here.
'cause, like, even if I'm watching it, it's usually at a bar on mute. So it's
Yeah.
like the amount of times I've actually heard the Union's broadcast
If
is
you're
countable.
watching an Eagles game at a bar, are you really hearing?
No,
you're
right.
just-
So,
no,
yeah,
that's
Eagles
different.
game,
even
no.
Sixers games, you're not listening to
No, no,
commentary. You're at a
it's like-
bar. Yeah.
If I go to a bar, do I expect Sixers versus the Grizzlies in January to be on sound? No. Do I expect the game I went to last night to be on sound? Probably. Like it's a circumstantial thing. Like the Phillies, absolutely fucking never. Like there's zero reason to ever put sound on in a baseball game.
You want to hear
ever.
the sound of the Phillies bats this
Like,
season?
well, I mean,
Moment of
other than-
silence.
Other than occasionally
mute
with
his mic
Bryce
now.
Harper. Yeah.
Cricket.
I
No,
still
but,
believe.
like-
150 games left.
No, but like honestly,
The magic
it's-
number is.
It's a terrible season already. But anyway, but no, it's like legitimately like hockey. Don't need it on. I don't need the sound on for hockey. I don't. It's just ice sounds and a guy talking really fast. I can live without it.
And I mean, you're at a
You
bar.
know.
People are talking to you. It's like you're watching, but you're like, oh, let me see the replay because you're not. You really don't watch as much
But
as you would at home.
if it's the Eagles and we're
Yeah.
all and like because
you're
that's
all-
the thing, we're all watching it simultaneously together. Like that's
Right.
one of the few games you're like we're all watching this. Like
Yeah.
none of us are like not paying attention.
You're also
I
talking
was-
about a group of people that are super involved with the Union, especially
Yeah.
home games. And
but
when
I'm
they
telling
are
you,
away, we
I
kind of
don't
want that break,
I don't
like
want the
Adam
sound.
said.
Yeah,
You
I
know
don't
who
want
has the
I don't
sound
need it.
on?
Need it. I don't need
New
it.
Ridge Brewery
Yeah.
in Roxborough.
I've been
I
there
was-
for a game. It
I
was
was just gonna
fantastic.
ask.
by
I
the
remember
way.
you not talking about it on the pod.
It's
Yeah.
it's covering up Jeffrey's Mitchells.
but we were gonna say you went to New Ridge for which is the official beer of Jeff Mitchell.
And the official home of Jeff Mitchell.
Yeah. So if you want to get Mitchell, go to New Ridge. I can't wait till they come out with the Mitchelled.
Oh my god!
Oh, can
a
we
light lager.
by
Mitchell.
sidebar? The beer at the tailgate is Roxborough Gold.
Roxborough Gold, not Mannion Gold.
There's going to be 1,200 people sipping the delicious nectar of Roxborough
There
Gold.
will be 13,000
New Ridge
souls.
Brewing Company. And please eat 2 hot dogs each.
Yeah.
Dietz and Watson, thank you.
It's a
Thank you.
It's a 2-dog minimum. That's
2-dog
what we do
minimum
right
and-
here.
And
That's
and
what
3
Miss
ounces
Mitchell
of
says.
Roxborough Gold.
Well, there's
Now you didn't watch much of the game, but honestly,
I did not. But I was still disappointed.
out of all of us, who would have thought Jack Elliott would have been caught flat-footed?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's when I go, okay, maybe this isn't the one in the cards because if that happens, maybe not. And by the way, Carranza was not blocking his view.
No,
He's like too skinny.
no way.
There was no way. That was
No.
some bullshit.
No,
you know?
that-
I think it's
But
very
that's it.
fitting that we have the mayor of Posidelphia here
Yeah.
to really bring us up on this week.
Let us
because
speak.
This was a one-off kind of week. It had to happen
Can
eventually.
you give us a
it should have been a
sermon
red
real
card.
quick?
Yes.
It should have been 10 guys.
Let me preach from the mount.
Can you give me a hymn?
We have not even played a complete game of Union excellence yet. And we are
Preach.
off to the greatest start in franchise history.
Well.
Our worst game ever was the game in Toronto, and we still should have left with points.
Probably.
We should have left with points. Kai Wagner got assaulted. That's a crime in most countries.
They beating up the machine.
The machine. And guess what? Jim Curtin was doing crane kicks on the sideline,
Wearing a Prada jacket.
showing off his Jordans or something. I don't know.
Them J's be tight.
The Union, people online are saying, but the Union schedule is about to get tough. And I say, for our opponents,
Oh, get him
right.
out.
Oh,
fuck them all. Philly versus everybody. We haven't played a great complete game yet, and we are still cruising.
We have yet to begun to peak.
We are in first place, son, in the East.
Top of the table.
Even if the power rankings that are pulled out of a hat say we are not.
Fuck Seattle. Preach.
We are just, when you see those graphs on Union Twitter or MLS Twitter where they show you what position, we're just going to flatline at the top for the rest of the year.
Guys, and also Also, who gives a bleep? It's fucking April, my guy.
yeah.
Like,
Ask Philly's Twitter. Who cares?
Yeah, ask you on
They're
Twitter.
7 games into a 162 game season and it's over.
look,
I love you, Fandemic crew, but calm your people down. We got a lot of
Joe
games.
Girardi has to get fired. He
We
can't do a
love
double
you.
switch with a DH.
look, man. If Wheeler's giving up 6 runs to the fucking Miami Marlins, we might be in a problem.
We should
That's
have
all
7.
I'm saying.
We should have
Brett
7.
and Oscar, and can we
Oh.
talk about how the Sixers are about to go sweep this series?
Oh my god, I'm a fucking punt. I'm gonna fuck you up. I swear to God, that's not how this goes.
Way to not be Posidelphia.
Look,
Posidelphia.
all right, I'll be real with you. If you want a little peel behind the Adam Booth curtain, all right, I spent most.
Please
of
keep your pants on this time.
No, I spent most of the afternoon yesterday in a panic attack. Because I knew I had to go to this game.
You might want to change up the weed.
Look,
Yeah.
That weed might be messing
it
you
was
up.
a sativa. Anyway, I was having a moment because I was like, look, I sent my mom to game 1. The Sixers won by like some 18 points. They were on cruise control the whole
If
time.
you lost, Mom was going to all the games.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, obviously, I'm going to go to the game. We're going to blow. It's going to be shitty. They're going to blame James Harden, blah, blah, blah. And, like, they were up by 25 with, like, 7 minutes left, and I'm still just like...
That's the hardest lead for the Sixers to maintain, and we all know this. And they did it.
It got to 11, and I'm like, you see? And then they won by, like, 20.
But can we
It
talk
was
about
fine.
Danny Green dunking for the second time?
Yo!
The first time since the Obama
Honestly,
administration.
no,
Danny Green making all
Joel
old
Embiid
men
said they
happy.
are going to test this man's pee because they've never seen him.
No,
dunk.
you got drugs as Danny Green. Like, you absolutely got to pee in a cup,
He
Danny.
out-jumped Meek Mill on the
This
trampoline.
was like, no, I'm like, if I'm the NBA, I'm drug testing Danny Green immediately. What the fuck? Like, that was the best game he's had in 3 calendar years, and it was in the playoffs. Like, that's unreasonable. Also, I like the idea that the Sixers are just like, so we can't use Matisse in Toronto, so let's see how long we can play with him not playing
This
in the
is
lineup
a question
in
for our
Toronto.
guests, and this is completely off script. But
Of course, always.
being
What a surprise.
Being a devout
These
Catholic,
notes.
being a devout Catholic,
Yeah.
can you explain to Matisse that you can't get a little pregnant? So just get the second damn shot.
You can't get a little pregnant.
Like my man's like, I got 1 shot, but I did
Like,
some
that's what I'm
research.
saying. Like, I would honestly have more respect if he didn't get any
none.
shots.
Exactly.
Like, the
yeah.
minute he got 1 shot, I'm like, dude, you are stopped. Like, you're not going to get a paycheck for this. Like, thousands of dollars you're leaving on the floor just because you didn't get the second one. Not even like you didn't get both. You didn't get the second
It's like
one.
the toothpaste can't go back in the tube, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're already chipped, my guy. Like, what are we doing?
We need one solid Philly fan with a blow dart.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Great. Sid's in his car right now.
Sweet.
Matisse is about to get Mitchell.
Sweetie, if you know that there's a lot of people in the city of Philadelphia that would easily blow Batiste in a moment, so I don't think we're gonna need it. I think there would be a volunteer line.
I think
Get
you missed the
behind
word dart,
Adam,
but
y'all.
anyhow, yeah.
This is gonna be our least monetized pod. Like if we were ever gonna try to get sponsored by someone who would give us
Skull
money,
Shaver just
this ain't
hung
it. Yeah. You know, Manscaped was here for a minute, and then Jeff talked about banging his wife on the pod, and it was
And they're
Well-
the guys that make like how to clean your pubes up.
We
don't
are
want
gonna-
anything to do with
We're
this.
like, we don't even want that.
We
don't
will
want that.
take that jerkmate's money.
We go. Yes, we're going to NFTs and Pornhub
That's
next.
fine.
That's how we're here.
All right. So speaking of NFTs and porn, well, porn. Montreal's coming in town.
Yes.
Sorry, Richard, but your hometown's filled with porn.
Club de foot. That's a move I've heard in the Kama Sutra.
In Quebec, they call it porntine.
Not poutine.
Portine.
There's gravy on it.
So now
Baby
we've got
gravy.
Devin. You're looking at Ticket Leap. We've got 1,350 people sign up for this
yeah,
tailgate.
Yeah, exactly.
1,350
Right
people
on.
coming to this tailgate.
That's a lot of people. And if they each donate $1 to St. Baldrick's,
Yeah.
I will be at my $5,000 goal.
Jeff will not get his hair shaved for 3 years after this. He won't even need it.
I will shave my back.
Here's the thing. Can we donate so you don't?
I don't know.
Like, I'll double it to not see that.
Think of how
actually.
fast I will swim this summer, bro.
Oh, God. I'm going to triple it now, actually.
For everybody, this will be the second matchup with Montreal, but for us, the third.
Right.
So all I remember about Montreal is their number 10's really fast, and the rest of the team blows. Is that accurate scouting? Did I do a good job with
That
scouting?
sounds
There
like
was a couple of teams in the Champions League this year that you were like, okay, they're representing MLS well, and then there was Montreal. And then you're just like, okay, I guess they had to win Canada somehow.
So I'm expecting big things from your union.
Well,
I'm
wait,
thinking,
what is it up there? Vancouver, Toronto, Club de Foot, and then what do they take on? Letterkenny,
Ottawa,
and
Letterkenny FC,
Letterkenny and Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park, Nova Scotia Athletic.
Can Ford Madison be part of that? Because they'd be the best team in Canada.
They
if
would.
They
If
just
you-
crossed the border.
If
Can you go full
ask-
Mingo in Canada? Is that legal?
Look, if you ask anyone on Fox News, the Upper Peninsula is actually Canada. So there you go. So if the Yoopers of Michigan have to deal with that in their future.
Yeah. So we've got Montreal coming up. Devin, thoughts? Do you want to tell the people of Discord what you think is going to happen, or are you just going to go silent and say?
I'll go silent.
All right.
That's usually the best. That's it. No,
right.
obviously I'm going to say they're going to
You
win.
and Fang are very silent
Yeah.
this episode.
Well, we like our producer silent,
That's
not our
true.
mascot.
That's because Fang is 6 beers deep at this point. So.
He's been over there shotgun and beers the entire
I don't think
pod.
baby
Yeah.
snakes are allowed to have beer, but he's not
Maybe
driving.
6 foot snakes do whatever they want to do.
He's like 6 years old now, which is like 47 in snake years. So
Someone find out what snake years are.
I'm on it.
Producer
All right,
Devin.
So I'm thinking, is this the game where the floodgates open for a certain Michael? So are we thinking we're doing that chant, Adam?
We
got
are
a
going to
Mikel
lose our
Aura chanting
voices
you,
doing
you know?
that chant.
No.
Hat trick.
No, you don't think he's going to score?
No.
He
He
gets
might,
2.
but
I think he goes Sean Grace.
I think we need to give him the same respect we give any person who signs to MLS.
Oh, this is scary
You
because I've
gotta
never
get-
seen respect from
No,
them.
no. What I mean by it is you got to give him some time to acclimate. I think like Julian's been here, right?
I
Like
feel
he
like
played in MLS.
I also feel like Michael's acclimated because he's been close a lot.
Can we also
And
talk
I think
about-
it's
It's true,
gonna
but
Hold on.
It takes a minute.
Can we talk about our friend that donated 2 jerseys
Oh.
for the raffle?
He's got four goals.
Gazdag haters have been shushed. The man had 60 games on his legs last year. He comes in fresh, and he knows the guys, he knows the systems, and he's just scoring when he wants.
And by the way, those 3 guys look so good together, like they played together for a long time. Now, Devin.
I've got an update for the Fang age here.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Snake
So,
years, y'all.
so it looks like 8.5 years is the average equivalent. So he was revealed in 2018.
Yeah.
So that sets him about 32 or so. So he's
Yeah.
allowed to have.
He's a 32-year-old.
So he's over here
He's
allowed to
32
have the
years
beers
old.
he's had.
Middle-aged
over here.
mutant
Okay.
Fang.
Now,
snake.
Me and Fang are the exact same
Now,
age.
speaking of people that are almost middle-aged because
Oh, God, thank God.
I feel like there might be a Daryl in that mixture that needs to speak about.
Daryl.
It's Daryl Redmond. I'm director of season ticket sales for the Philadelphia Union, and I've been Mitchelled.
Thank you for your bravery. You're not alone. I mean, how
You're entitled to some compensation.
I know. We have to do.
So many of these people
Some of
are
these-
dating my ex-ticket reps.
You know what? That's a good one. Let's roll right into his ex-ticket rep.
Are engaged to my ex-ticket reps. This is amazing. It's a walk down
Speaking
memory
of-
lane.
I'm Brittany Lugiano, Senior Manager of Fan Services, and I've been Mitchelled so bad that I left the union, but don't worry, I'm back.
I sent her to the Flyers,
for your
y'all.
bravery. You're
and
not
she
alone.
came back.
I mean, I think
What's worse, getting Mitchell or working for the Flyers?
obviously,
She came back, y'all, so
this
we
is
know.
It's one of the
We
few
know.
times the scales are tipped in Mr. Mitchell's favor.
She got flyered even harder than she got Mitchell.
Right now, Ed Snyder's holding around his grave like, I just got Mitchell.
Real fun fact, a little bit of a peel behind the curtain. So last night I was at the Sixers game, and when you order beer in the little lounge that they have under the bleachers.
I don't know. Is that where the fancy people go?
Is that the Wayne PA
I took
of
you there.
Wells Fargo
Mitchell's
Center?
up at like the
It's
200-300
called
level.
the Center
yeah.
City Club, and I took you there.
Have you seen
Anyway.
my kid passing out from altitude sickness at Phillies games?
I mean, sometimes. So you can't, well, you have to ask for Labatt. They will not offer it to you as an option because the Flyers and Sixers hate each other so much, and the Flyers are physically on the Labatt blue can.
We also
So if you
hate
go to that game.
Club de Foot, so
and-
we're not drinking that Canadian crap.
Yeah, we're not drinking no Canadian
Here's
beer
the thing,
here.
I do
We'll
love
drink that
being
racist
good-
founder's beer first.
I call it, I had about 3 of them at the game. I call it hockey beer. I love me a good hockey beer. You know, it's a nice pills for your good old times. But anyway, regardless of it,
Which
I'm
none
here-
of them sponsor this pod.
None
so
of them do.
You could,
but
you know,
I'm here. Here's the thing.
You know who
Can we
does?
get,
2SP yards.
Can we get a flying fish hockey
Flying
beer?
fish.
A flying fish hockey beer.
Frank, you're listening. We're getting a flying fish hockey beer.
I look honestly.
New Ridge,
can it
I
be
need
called,
one.
If any beer comes out in the next 9 months and it's literally just called hockey beer, I need royalties.
What
I
if it's
just
called
want
the
you to
Blue
know that.
Line?
Then you get royalties.
Labatt's
there we go.
Blue
Blue
Line.
Line.
Then you get royalties. But
I like it.
All right, Devin, should we get into some alumni updates?
Yeah.
Spot's
Let's
still
get
going.
in a little alumni.
Oh,
so
still doing
here's,
it?
here's my question.
normal pod.
Are we
like,
still doing
segments
this?
here?
So
We hit record?
here's my question for you guys, because
I'm going to need you to edit this all out.
Somebody from, I think, Leipzig, their center back is favored to, like, a hot target for Leeds. And it got me thinking, wouldn't Mark McKenzie be a really good fit for Leeds for Jesse Marsh?
Oh yeah.
Don't you think, like, because
we get a
his
Mark
time in
McKenzie-
Belgium should be up. He's physical enough to handle that and playing that system. I want to put that little bug in the ear of one Jesse
But
Marsh
playing
who
for
listens.
those fans.
Oh, if he plays well, they don't care. He played in Philly. Yeah, you know, we loved him
Okay.
here. You know, it's
Mark
okay.
McKenzie has been
I'm
Mitchelled.
not saying they're
He can survive
Yeah,
Leeds.
Mark
I'm not
McKenzie's
saying
been-
they're Millwall, but Leeds is up there.
I'm just saying, with Jesse Marsh as the coach,
You're not
Maybe.
saying they're
Playing
Millwall
that-
because Millwall hasn't been relevant in years.
I mean, up until 3
they don't even get that
years
chant
ago,
right. They
Norris
can't even
was
sing that
Leeds.
song right.
No, I'm here for the success of all of our youth. You know, especially the ones that we ourselves personally saw kind of develop in the last couple of
He
years.
believes
you know?
the homegrown's our future.
And you know, any person who enjoys himself a nice tequila shot like myself, I gotta always support. So I'm here for the Mark McKenzie experience. I think Genk was a good stepping stone for the beginning part
I think
of
it's
his
time
career.
he's got to leave, though.
Look, there's too many leagues, there's too many teams, there's too many clubs that need quality center backing. Because, look, here's the thing. I don't believe there's a reason outside of his lack of play of Belgium that he fell out of the rotation for the national team. Because if you've seen the center back play, we're playing Zimmerman. Like, we're playing Zimmerman. And, like, no
Preach.
disrespect to the gentleman, but, like...
But you're about to disrespect him.
That's what you do before you disrespect someone,
It's
sir.
no disrespect to him because he's still a great player, but we're talking about national team, World Cup caliber level. And I'm saying Berhalter hasn't figured out our center back pairing yet.
Wait, what's that, Fang? You see Zimmerman's penalty kick shot in the distance?
That's what I look. All I'm saying
I wouldn't have
is-
said that, Fang.
No,
That's pretty
Fang,
brutal.
Fang being...
All I'm saying is the United States has probably one of the better midfields possibly on the planet Earth right now. Like in terms of
Better than
their-
Italy?
I mean, shout out to Federico Chiesa, but other than that, I love me some Freddie Church. But outside of that, look, you have the potential. You don't have a 9. You have no one who's a forward. I don't believe in Pepe. I don't know what happened to Daryl DK. I don't know what happened to literally any of these people. But you don't have a 9. You have wings. Great wings. You have a really great midfield. Your back line is, I'm not sure. Are we playing DeAndre Yedlin? Are we playing, just all of these random characters I haven't seen? Like, I expect Julian Green to get minutes somehow in this rotation.
The only Julian
these
I know is
days.
Carranza.
That's right.
Like,
there is no Julian but
Yeah, there's
Carranza.
no other Julian but Carranza.
And I just saw Zach Steffen look literally like the worst goalkeeper in the world. So it's like, what are we like? Am I really?
If Pep can forgive him, you can forgive him.
He can forgive him because he has a number 1 ahead of him. And my next option is Matt bleeping Turner. So look,
who?
Exactly.
Could be Matt Bleeping Freeze.
Look,
The man, the myth,
I mean,
the legend.
here's the
Where's Matt Freeze from?
Wayne, Pennsylvania.
He has been Mitchelled.
By the 2026 World Cup, yeah, I definitely believe a guy like Matt Freese should be in the conversation. But here's the thing. We have a lot of great goalies in the United States. They're
It's what
not
we were known
here
for back
yet.
in the day.
Well, it was the only thing.
The only thing we were
It was
known
the only
for.
thing Europe accepted us to do. They were like, we can't have you kick the ball.
Yeah,
We
use
can
your
have you
hands.
catch-
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you Americans, you can catch it. You can do the catching.
God,
thing.
Europe is so racist. That's right. God.
ableist? I don't know what that is.
All right, now I don't have much news on Salzburg except they decided to feature B in an article, which was better than that GQ article that Christian Pulisic did. So
Here's the thing.
wasn't terrible.
How
no
awkward-
Tiger Beat magazine
Tiger
pictures.
Beat,
How awkward was that Red Bull like product placement though? Because I guess
Bro, I am product placing this whole podcast.
no, that's
Brought
fine.
to
But
you
like,
by
you're not,
Not
Yards.
covering your junk up with it.
like you're not out here on like a freaking stoop with a random Red Bull can in your hand, being like, "This is how I organically
Juggling a soccer ball, like I
Yeah.
take the subway with my soccer ball and
Like,
Red Bull
I
can.
organically consume Red Bull like this. This is how I'm in the wild, and this is how I consume my Red Bull.
Hey, listen, the kid's marketable, so let's just
Can we
we're
shout out
okay.
Rusty and Real, New Jersey, and the amazing quality soccer they're putting out there?
Can I call them Real Jersey?
You can.
Real.
No,
No,
he's
yeah.
American.
Any
You can
Real-
call them Real New
Are they
Jersey.
royal?
Real Jersey?
Do they have a connection to a monarchy of some sort?
They do.
Yeah, it's called
What-
The Sopranos.
which They're not from that part of Jersey, my guy.
They
They
might
got a
be.
long reach, man.
My
Remember
friend-
when Paulie and that other guy went into the Pine Barrens?
No, because I didn't
Yeah.
watch The Sopranos. I was
well,
too busy
well,
watching.
then you don't know.
I was watching
You're
The
not thinking
Wire.
of a
I'm
place
black.
It doesn't have to be black and white. We can enjoy
It
each
doesn't
other's
have
culture.
to be, but sometimes.
You know, we can enjoy each other's culture.
Look,
Adam.
you watched The Wizard of Oz. I watched The Wiz.
I watched them both, and then I
Okay.
took a whiz.
And ordered a Whiz Wit
Yeah, whiz
Oh.
from delicious original Philly steaks.
Yeah, where Devin will be making 1,400 of those at the next tailgate.
Cheesesteaks.
Devin will be making as many cheesesteaks as residents of the city of Chester.
And
so
they-
it's all good.
They bring the Whiz. It's amazing.
As long as it's that Wiz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? You know
It
what
is
I'm
yellow.
saying?
Now,
It is
Devin,
yellow.
do you have any updates
So
in the
I have a
Italian
few
divisions?
updates here. I've done some producer work here. Finally,
This
I
was
know
me
it's-
filibustering for 15 straight
Devin
minutes.
It's been requested.
Hunting and pecking with two
Yeah.
fingers
Yeah,
on
Devin
Google.
was just...
He was playing Snake on his old laptop.
So let me give 3 updates here. So Genk, their season's finished. They're currently in the playoffs. So they have 2 separate playoffs.
What kind
They
of
have-
European soccer has playoffs? Oh my
Playoffs!
God!
There it is. So they have one playoff with the top 4 teams for the Champions League, and then they have the 4th through 8th spot are in a playoff for the Europa League. So they finished 8th. So they're currently in a playoff for a Europa spot.
Okay.
So they get to try to play Tottenham next year.
That's it.
There we
That's
go.
it.
Don't
Europa
forget about
Hotel.
Manchester United and also Barcelona. Come on now.
It might be a few. So that's what
Brentford.
Mark McKenzie's up to, and he started the last 2 games of the season, so he's back in the squad.
right,
so
good.
that's good to see, and they won, so those are good. The rest of this is not so great. Anthony Fontana still not getting any time over there. He's on the bench. He's been on the bench for the past 6 games or 4 games. So
Oh, at least he's in the
you know.
18.
Yeah, he's there. And then Jack DeVries, the only update we've had since the last pod, he started and they lost 1-0.
You got to start
The
following.
U19s, though.
For the 19s?
DeVry.
or
For
for
the-
the,
I'm
University.
sorry, yeah, for the U19s in the 2A division.
Okay.
You got to follow their girlfriends on Instagram to get the real news.
Yeah.
Google's not going to help you. That's where all the leaks come
There's
It's
from.
your
really
updates.
sad
All
how
right.
reliable Instagram girlfriends have been for news on
I
the
found out
Philadelphia
about
Union.
many
All right.
trades.
Well,
many
Yeah.
We're in
transfers.
Europe, so let's get into it. Our beloved Chelsea.
No way. Who's below Chelsea?
Blue is the color.
FA Cup.
Look, we're gonna ignore the Champions League because
Yeah.
we almost had one of the greatest nights in the Spanish capital ever, and then
We talked
Karim
about it last week how
Benzema.
Devin mushed us, so we don't
I
have to get
mean,
into it again.
Kareem Benzema,
Yeah.
whatever. Also,
But,
Devin, it's called the Champions League. It's something that you
Tottenham
know.
are in a Champions League spot,
For
so I
now.
don't want to hear
Right,
it.
for now, calm
Wait
down. It's
until
not the Tottenham section
Wait
just
until
yet.
West Ham gets their shit together,
Yeah.
and then, sir,
So and I've been misled and wrong. Josh Harris still is in the bidding as part of the British consortium
for Chelsea.
for Chelsea.
I mean, that's cute. Is he trying to sell Crystal Palace now?
He
Because
has to
it's-
play.
yeah.
He has to sell Crystal
Well,
Palace.
duh. I don't think you
Uh,
could own 2 teams. Actually,
Yeah. No, you cannot.
okay.
So he has to withdraw his 30% of
Could you
Crystal
own
Palace.
Chelsea and then like Exeter City?
Probably.
Okay,
But you would need to use like a goatee as your evil twin.
Yeah.
that's a good point. Yeah,
But Chelsea beats Crystal Palace.
As they
advance
should.
in the FA.
yeah.
Which is going to be good. I guess we get Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah. And then, I mean, Devin, you go into this, and then we're going to get into Jeff. You got because you're selfish. 2 teams.
Yes.
How's Tottenham and
Wait.
Brentford?
How do you get 2 teams and
No,
not one of
so
them
like,
can
you
win?
can't own
Wait,
two teams, you can be
wanted,
a fan of two.
He wanted more pod
It's
time,
okay.
so he picked 2 teams.
But 2 teams and not one of them relevant. That's what I was going for.
Did he lie?
What's your definition of relevant? Because
Are they playing games of merit?
Tottenham are.
What day of the week
So
do you
that's
play?
the team he mentioned that was relevant. Another one.
And Brentford have done
they're
enough.
staying up. That's what
Brentford
relevant
are
is for
staying
them.
up.
So you pulled the Everton.
we,
Cool.
uh,
Congratulations.
Everton can't talk right now. They are battling for relegation.
You're like you're like Sunderland, my guy.
Devin's like Brentford. We're
Welcome
not
to
Newcastle.
Welcome to Southampton life.
I'm okay. I'm okay with this.
Look, when my second team, Exeter City, makes it all the way up to the top flight, I'm gonna be the same.
Wait. I thought your other team was that one with those club guys that you wore the jersey 2 weeks ago.
Balls
Carver's
to cancer. Carverham
Carverham,
FC
yeah.
United Football
I
Club.
thought that was your
They're-
squad.
I mean, they obviously are my squad. I have
Yeah,
many
Bearflight's
squads.
mad at you because of that.
I have many. What's up?
Nothing.
Okay, I have many squads. I have many.
Now-
Look,
now-
man.
now-
you sell me you send me a jersey. I'll wear your shit.
Let's get one more person, and then we can get into Jeff's Premier League team. So
Is
Devin,
it me? Can I say I got
It's
Mitchell?
no, we can do you live
Okay.
instead of a fusion
You
minute.
can
we do
tune
the Adam
in to
Booth
Can you
Twitter.
put music behind mine? Because
So-
I got like a
Devin,
bed.
Put that Sarah McLaughlin song under
Can
it.
you play for us what the chief business officer of the Philadelphia Union has to say about Jeff Mitchell?
Is this Sean McDermott?
Tim McDermott. I've been Mitchelled.
Thank you for your bravery. You're not alone. We could only afford like 10 seconds of Tim's time.
You couldn't afford Sean McDermott on, but we got Tim McDermott.
We got Tim McDermott.
He was too busy freezing his butt off on the Canadian border.
Right after I busted into his office to record that, security came in. It was weird. I was in the office for about an hour, and then this buzzer was like, so yeah,
Panic buzzer.
Yeah,
He has one of those like
So-
a bank
so-
teller has.
Can we also give it up for Tim McDermott? He gets a lot of flack, but game day has been amazing, and it just gets better every year.
Listen, you've been around and since, like we said, the get go in
Yep.
2010. So you've known the Knicks of the world. you've known some of these other people. So yeah, you got to give it up for Tim because
McDermott is doing awesome things.
the business side isn't as union,
And
as it
he's
used to
getting
be.
tagged on Twitter like crazy from everybody.
That's just Heather.
Now, Adam, I want you to understand something. So
Yeah.
you probably don't know this about Jeff.
I probably do.
Because he's a Philadelphia fan, you think he's like thick and thin through the hard times.
Absolutely not.
But he's a Man City fan because he saw a team that was on the rise.
Yeah.
Since
And
1994. Do y'all love that third division European?
Look, no. Here's
So
the thing.
why? No, let Jeff tell you this story because it is a very Philadelphia thing.
Please.
I joke about it, but why he fell in love with Man City?
I hated that we didn't have an MLS team.
Fair.
And there were people that I'm not going to judge. I'm judging you. That went to support DC United
That was me.
and New York, New Jersey Metro
I
Stars.
didn't do that.
I couldn't do it.
I didn't do that. I
Couldn't
was
do
a
it.
United fan. but
I would
didn't do
watch
that,
the
yeah.
league, but I could not support a team. So 1994 World Cup's going. Little Jeff came up through the ranks of Roxborough Soccer, which was Roxborough Indians at the time. We were not woke. Now we are Roxborough United because we combined with Houston.
Roxborough Redmond.
That's right. With
Because we
Houston's-
gentrified the Indian community.
With Houston Soccer Club. We actually did unite two teams.
Oh my God, they did one of those.
We did one. Not like DC who just made that shit up.
Or
We united.
Minnesota.
We
or
actually united.
Atlanta.
Yes. United. Two clubs.
Or Reading.
And united means uniting two things at least. But I needed a team. And I see Manchester United everywhere. And they're winning. I know you guys don't remember that because it's before when you were born when
Well,
they
you
were
probably
winning.
saw Danny
I'm
Higginbottom play
33
back
years
then.
old.
I did see Higgs. I would have not had him on the pod twice before me. He did not play that well. I'm kidding. He was a great center back. But this team is mocking their neighbors for not having a cup for 34 years, 35 years. And I'm like, that's the most Philly shit I have ever heard in my life. And these guys are bringing inflatable bananas and alligators to games. They're having the most fun you've ever had. And they have no hope. They're dropping to second division, third division. They're playing teams you've never heard of.
Like Brentford.
Like Brentford. They are playing teams you've never even seen in FIFA. And I'm like, this is my squad, y'all.
This is
94.
my squad.
The oil money has changed things. And now that we have New York City FC, who we boo all the time.
Don't forget about Melbourne.
And Melbourne and whatever else they're pumping money into, Yokohama. So I don't follow and give my money to them anymore because they have all the Sheik's money. But this was my squad from 1994 on, and me and Paul Howard bond over this squad.
So I have some 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
Paul Howard, enemy of the pod.
I have some 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Rumor has it that Citigroup is interested in purchasing Palermo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You won't be pink anymore, my guy.
No,
You'll be baby blue.
That's Palermo City to you.
Yeah,
Okay?
so like it's obvious. I mean, it's a tentative rumor, but if I'm Citigroup, it makes a lot of sense. Palermo is the 4th largest city in Italy. It's the biggest city in Sicily, and it's in this 3rd division right now.
And they love a good money laundering.
Well, it's a great.
Brought to you by Palermo Chamber of Commerce.
But no, but it's legitimately though. It's a situation where if you were going to invest in Italian soccer, this is the most bang for your buck.
Well, yeah, you buy the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
But not only that, you flip it. Like, because here's the thing.
It's got pink flamingos in the yard.
It's not one of these places where it's like, you know, a tiny town that just might make its way up with like a 12,000 seat arena. Like, it's got a 30,000 seat arena that just, you know, get it back to the top flight in the top divisions. It's great, but but no, they talked about it. There's no way they're getting rid of the pink. The pink is too iconic for.
Oh, really? Tell Sheik you can't get rid of something.
Look,
yeah, okay.
He hasn't gotten a stadium in New York, so
it's literally the color of the city flag. So, like, the pink and black is gonna stay. But they say that
maybe on the flag of the city, not on the uniforms.
Are you telling me the Sheik is going to buy Palermo itself?
Here's the thing. The thing you forgot about both of the other clubs was New York City Football Club and Melbourne City were born from Citigroup. This would be established club already. Just
are
under
they really
the Citigroup.
established? They're in Series A.
They literally were in 17 different FIFAs before 2012.
But wasn't Melbourne around before they just sold out?
No, that was Victory. Remember, they have 2 different Melbourne clubs.
I thought they were already established. We'll have
Melbourne
to go
City?
Yeah, we
to
might have
Rich
to Google
Ransom.
something later on. You know what? We'll do a after the pod fact checking.
That might be you might be correct. I'm sure
Are
Billy
you telling
will hit me
us
on
that
Twitter.
if this happens, you're moving to New York City and capoing for?
No, what I'm ultimately saying is
they play their games in Red Bull Arena, sir.
Oh, true.
Similar to
have to move to
Jeffrey
Newark.
Mitchell, I might be into a family that I'm not excited about.
That's your
but,
fiance.
yeah.
Don't say that. You're excited about this wedding.
I might not be
you meant the
excited about that
soccer
soccer
family.
family.
Oh, okay.
But outside of it, and honestly, it'd be obviously fabulous for the club. That would be a whirlwind change and difference. And like, obviously, you still have to go compete at the top level. But like, you know,
Manchester City used to play Gillingham.
Like, look,
Google it.
Look, I'm here to fly over for TAM Cup games against Juventus with Palermo again. That's what I'm here for. That'd be.
Listen, I'm still rooting for some foreign despot to buy Chelsea so we can be great again.
Look, I'm also
Are you listening, Donald Trump?
I don't need any Americans buying that team. I need somebody that killed a man with their own bare hands to own Chelsea.
Ray Lewis.
Ray
Lewis. Get in
Dante
there.
Stallworth.
Don't put the World Cup there.
Do it.
FIFA, I hope you're listening.
Laura Bush.
Baltimore is dangerous.
Oh, so Devin, how
Oh
have we?
man, this is the most I've laughed in a single pod. I think all.
We don't want you to
say this. We're encouraging.
We
you.
don't
That's
want your
your
commentary.
return.
We wanted to know, are we good on time? Should we be wrapping it up?
We
do the producer job. Don't do the Devin job.
He did not
This
even
is
hit
great.
record yet, if that makes you feel better.
Good.
Was I
forgot to hit
supposed to record all
Yeah.
this, or
We really need this pod to be bad.
We didn't miss any guests. We
good.
didn't miss
Wrap it
anything.
up.
Did we miss any sponsors? Because I love to plug.
And that's how Mrs. Mitchell got Mitchell. He loves to plug.
May 13th, the Philadelphia Phoenix have their first home match at the Philadelphia Super Site. If anyone wants to go see some
ask about
Frisbee.
plugging.
March 2
It's called Ultimate Frisbee, though, isn't it?
It's actually Ultimate Disc.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
it's the AUDL, which is the American Ultimate Disc League.
What's the equivalent of like banging the drum, ringing the bell?
First Huck? Or it's actually called First Pool. So like it's like first kick or like first pool. Matt, we might want to bring you down for a coin flip if you're interested.
Only if Mitchell can join me.
They're just going to have to borrow a coin because that league has no money.
Yeah.
Do I have to bring my own coin?
You might. We're gonna need that pen back. No, but legit, no. I know we're thinking about doing a Sons of Ben night down the line. So we'll talk.
Guess what?
We'll
They're from
but
Philly,
yes.
so that's all I care about. Fuck every other disc team that exists.
Right,
Mayor
exactly.
Posidelphia wants to do the first chuck.
Do I know anything about Ultimate Disc? No, but guess
It's
what?
not- honestly,
Have you ever smelled weed?
But guess
Then-
I have
then
right
you know.
now. I'm sitting next to Adam on the pod.
Thank you.
But we will go cheer for the Philadelphia
If you've
Phoenix.
ever seen handball happen, then you've basically seen Ultimate Frisbee.
No, I have a girlfriend. I'm good.
Jesus. Yeah, hands on a ball there. That's what I'm saying, young man. I thank you.
All right. Well, Devin, I think that wraps up episode number 96, Clyde Simmons.
But does it?
Can we give it up for Fang?
Uh-oh.
But does it?
Uh-oh. Really?
But does it?
Play the
There's
music.
some more.
Play the music. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Fusion Minute.
Wow, Matt really does take a pee break during this.
He
huh?
literally leaves
I always
every
thought
single
so,
time.
but
he
I wasn't
does.
sure.
It's so great. Guys, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. The roster has been finalized. We're only going with 6 players this year. With the reduction of 1 tank player this year, the Fusion believe that they only need 1 true tank with all their DPS and their medical support. So they believe that they're going to be good to go regardless. Everyone's rocking with 6 players. They're going with an all-Korean squad this year. They're playing in Seoul. They're going to be playing there for the duration of the season for the 3rd consecutive year. They've gone with an all-Korean team this year.
I also don't know about the Fusion, but you know what? They're from Philly, so fuck all those other teams.
Well, they're owned by your Philadelphia Flyers, and they're probably the best team that they do own. So there you go.
That's a long stretch to say they're owned by the Philadelphia Flyers.
I mean, they're
But,
okay.
That's their tax write-off.
That's
your cable money.
They're owned by Comcast. Comcast owns Comcast Spectacor that owns the Flyers, and Tucker Roberts is the GM and president of both Comcast Spectacor and the Philadelphia Fusion.
Is this
And
6
Adam lives
degrees of
across the
Fusion
street from
bacon?
them.
Yes. So, Fusion Bacon. By the way, being a person who works for both the Philadelphia Phoenix and the Philadelphia Fusion and the Philadelphia Union is not
work for the
confusing
Fusion
at
now?
all.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez. Breaking
Well,
news.
We'll talk.
So, does
Adam
this
has
conclude the
more
minute?
jobs than anybody.
Yeah, no, basically the season's about to start in a couple of days and everyone gets super excited. This is probably one of their better seasons. I like the fact that we're playing with Overwatch 2. We have a brand new game to play this year. So anyway, so this is basically if you never got into Overwatch, you never got into the Fusion, but you were curious about it, but you thought you were too far behind. This is the season to get in. It's a
Is
new
Matt
game.
okay? His eyes are rolling in the back of his head.
No, they've detached. They've actually detached from his corneas. They're completely gone.
Fang's
But no.
giving the thumbs up, though.
Fang loves it. Fang loves, but like I'm saying, this is if you've ever wondered what this whole esports thing was about outside of like FIFA and all that, this is your opportunity. This team's really good. They got good marketing. They're on YouTube all the time. You know, here's your opportunity.
Wait, all I needed to hear was that they were from Philadelphia.
They're from Philly, and Gritty shows up to their games. So if you needed more
That's
help,
one person at their game.
Gritty.
He shows up live?
Look, when they finish building that esports stadium down there, it's going to be a beautiful moment.
This sounds
start,
like
it's
what
gonna
they
be great.
sold New York City FC.
What's
Your
going to take
stadium's
longer?
coming.
New York City's football club having a stadium or a Fusion?
Honestly, the Fusion will be done in like 2 years. That New York thing might be indefinite.
Now, Devin, this was episode 96, Clyde Simmons, and all I can say to everybody,
Betty Logan.
you've all been Mitchelled.